And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in a Crypto episode. Oh, I did say 6 yesterday. Good call, Sergeant Crypto, and everybody in the comment section, because I was about to say 6 again. I don't know why I want to say 6. And welcome back to the Gym in a Crypto episode 973. Today is Friday, June 24, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish. I can't believe I did say 6 something yesterday. I was just about to say it again too. It's just like, again, for some reason the number 6 have been rolling off in 141 million. I don't know what it is, but those two numbers have just been in my head like all year. So I don't know. Maybe they're right. I just got to figure out what it is. You know, I need your spiritual advisor on the case today. Really quick, want to give a shout out to Black Rue. Welcome back to the show, Black Rue. You know, he disappeared with some health problems, but he has since returned last night at 6 p.m. last night. But that video is up as Hex, as Scam. He covers Hex and some other altcoins. And then also shout out to Crypto in the Caribbean and Crypto with L. You know, he's in the chat every day as well. We also released that accidentally at the same time yesterday, but that was released at 6 p.m. yesterday. So make sure you check that out as well. Both great videos, a lot of good content for you if you get bored outside of this show, of course, as well. All right. Other than that, breaking Harmony Horizon Bridge hacked for $100 million. Moody's downgrades Coinbase due to bear market warns it may not be the last. Solana smartphone saga triggers mixed reactions from crypto community. Hoskinson pitches software-enabled crypto self-regulation in Congress. And U.S. Congressional hearing on digital asset regulation focuses on disclosure. But first and foremost, Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with those prices?
If the screen let me share, all right, maybe not. Like I said, Zoom.
Is it not? Is it on my end or is it your end?
I'm not sure. It just started when I had the Zoom problems. I used to share just fine, but this is, again, it's Zoom for you. But it's all good. Bitcoin's at $21,300, up 4.1% today. Ethereum at $1,211, up 9.4%. Binance Coin at $239, up 6.8%. XRP sitting at 36 cents is up 13% today. Cardano sitting at 50 cents is up 7.8%. Solana sitting at $41 is up 12.8% today. And Dogecoin at 6 cents, up 6.3% today. And of course, we used to have the biggest gainers, but now we have recently added Stone Dow, Geno Pets, and Football Battle. And it looks like a good old Friday pump going into the weekend, just to let you down and help it drop down further. We've all seen it before, so don't get hyped up, people. Don't have a recovery and come straight back to the price we were.
My only question is going to be Monday morning or Tuesday morning when it happens.
Sunday night. It's going to be 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday night when the Asian markets start. You can get a preview of what's going to happen.
Hey, can I have your number? What? Good luck next week, chump. No, yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, the prices again. It's good to see that some coins. Looks like Solana went up about 28% this week. Dogecoin 17%. And stable coins are still altering up and down, small percentage points here and there. Ethereum 10%. So it was a good week. Yeah, it was a good week for a lot of people, I guess, if you can call it a good week. But we're still in chop. We are still in chop. So it remains to be seen. All right. I haven't had a chance to go to the comment section yet, but let's go ahead and break this top story while I check it out. Harmony's Horizon Bridge hacked for $100 million. The layer one's blockchain's main bridge between Ethereum and Binance chain and Bitcoin has been exploited for 9 figures, but says its Bitcoin bridge has not been affected, of course, which is why I was about to say, why would they even throw Bitcoin in the name? But what's going on with this story?
Oh, yeah. So breaking news. Of course, Harmony's Horizon Bridge, as we said, has been hacked, exploited for $100 million in altcoins, which are being swapped for Ether. The hack may indicate previously raised community concerns about the robustness of the 204 multi-sig that reportedly secures the bridge. Apparently, it's not secure enough. Y'all got that security, the video to do where he's going like this, checking people at the door. That looks like Harmony security right there. Not touching anything. 11 transactions were made from the bridge for various tokens. They have since begun sending tokens to a different wallet to swap for ETH on Uniswap and then sending the ETH back to the original wallet. So let's go through the coins that were affected so far. Frax, Wrapped Ether, Aave, SushiSwap, Frax Share, AAG, Binance USD, died. Tether, Wrap, Bitcoin, and USD have been stolen from the bridge through this exploit. So basically, he stole some bullshit, garbage. Who gives a fuck? Terrible. On top of some other bullshit, built on some other terrible. I mean, he got all the shit that nobody cares about, and he turned it into Ethereum, which people do. The bridge facilitates token transfers between Harmony and the Ethereum network, which a lot of our viewers have used, Binance Chain, and Bitcoin. Harmony, however, announced that the bridge had been halted. So, of course, you know what you're dealing with. This is a CD5 situation, but it says the BTC bridge and its assets have not been affected by the attack. I wonder why. But, of course, everything else was. It's not looking good. We have seen some of the tweets that have come out from them, including from ApeDev. Since the current narrative du jour is bridges and bridge hacks, I wanted to do some digging on the Harmony bridge on Ethereum, which secures $330 million worth of tokens. So if they lost 100 million, my boy, they just lost a third of everything. Good gracious, boy, that's not good at all. But this is more of the same as we've seen with projects. They try to build bridges, they try to build tunnels, they try to make overpasses. Doesn't matter what these people are building on a lot of these projects. If it's built on sand, it will crumble at some point, or a real big G is going to come through and take over. And this is what we've seen over and over again on all of these projects. And unfortunately, we don't want regular retail to lose money, but everybody has to pay tuition. So if the money's stolen, if they get it back, cool. If not, lesson learned.
This is crazy. 100 million. So I mean, really within the last week or two, you can like literally see about $1 billion just dissipate from the market. That's not even including liquidations for the most part. That's, I mean, that's just straight up. We were holding it. Well, for one token, of course, which just crashed. And then outside of that, the companies around them that crashed, the projects around them that have crashed. Like this is just adding on more to it at the worst time. Or seemingly the worst time. This is another good thing, people, about Bitcoin. It's showing you the strength of the network. Like, even though all this crazy stuff is happening, the only thing that's really being affected is the USD price of it. As far as the value and the utility of most of these things, nothing's changed for the most part. I mean, we'll be talking about Hoskinson later. He's still shuffling new projects to new people. You know, nothing's changing. It's still the same old wow crypto market we all know and love. It's pretty funny. $100 million though, yes. Do you think we should stop trying to find these tunnels and bridges and overpasses and everything in between, or should the innovation continue forward? What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, well, technically speaking, the innovation from a tech standpoint is going to happen. So even if we wanted to stop it, we can't. The problem is, what is your foundation? What is the base layer of what you're building? Which is why I tell people I like stacks, because in order to hack stacks, you got to hack Bitcoin. And every time these exploits happen, the only one not affected is Bitcoin for security reasons. We understand why. That's why it is a great layer. So I don't think they'll go away. I don't think we need to get rid of them. We just need to make sure that they're audited, that the exploits don't work, and that people understand that these projects are not money. They are speculative efforts. They are tech projects with speculative coins used to interact with their technology. So it's not money, so you can't expect it to go exactly how you plan. So just need some more maturity, and all of these hacks will look back and laugh one day, because the same thing was happening when the internet first started. People were getting smacked left and right, didn't know anything about the computers. But again, as more education happens, more people, more sophisticated people come into the market, we'll be fine. But these, I mean, it's terrible right now. This is garbage.
And some quick shout outs this morning. Actually, I want to start the shout outs with saying a congratulations to our own in-house crypto warrior Gems. You all seen on F Bitcoin Fridays like today. He just had a new baby girl as well. So it looks like GG has a crypto friend to play with Bitcoin Day. So shout out to Gems. That's why they missed Crypto and Down the other day. So shout out to Gems, Justin, for that as well. Other than that, 64 ECG was going on. Milto, Todd, Wendy, Nichols, Wyatt, Try It, Blockchain Bully, Jake, what's up? What's up? Shout out to Black Rue. That's right. BK Born, Best I Raised, JB, Just Call Me L, Junior Maley, T Breezy, Michael JR, Timothy Grigsby. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. We're going to get a holiday pump for the 4th of July after this next week dip, said Jake Fever. That's very possible as well. That big pump to 24 to 26K, baby. Let's see. What else do we have? Reno Gamble said that's not a hack. They're taking out the trash. Woo. Okay. Jake said 55,000 Matic will get you 500K at an all-time high. That will cost 33K now. All right. Let's see. Financial Action Task Force on the crackdown on hosted wallets, said Bitcoin. Sean, I didn't see that. Did you see that story?
Not a recent one. We discussed that before when they brought it up, but it may be in the congressional hearing that we discuss later. When I was watching Jerome Powell, they weren't talking about that per se, but I might have missed it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Jeff? Shout out to Jeff Chapman. No, neither of us are in Dallas or Vegas, but I did see your emails, Jeff. I wasn't even sure if they were what is it called? The auto-responder type emails. So I was like, I'm not talking. I was like, oh, this is not a human. This is not even human. You formal, Jeff. You know, this is crypto, baby. I got a hoodie on. Oh, no. I'll respond back today, Jeff. Yeah, I'll get back to you. I seriously wasn't sure if it was a person behind those, but I did see those come in. So we'll get back to you. Let's see. Yeah, congrats, Jams. Congrats. What else is going on today? Today is F Bitcoin Friday, so we're going to put the link in the stream in a second, but we're also going to be talking about Moody's and Coinbase. Moody's downgrades Coinbase due to bear market warrants. It may not be the last. That's right. Moody's said further downgrades could follow if Coinbase doesn't diversify from its current revenue model or is unable to turn a profit even in a prolonged bear market. It's funny to see this as like a top story. When is the get off Coinbase video? We did that in 2018. You made that video?
First one was 2018. Yep.
And it's just like since then, we still have people like, why? What's wrong? Blah blah blah. Blah, blah. I was like, I mean, do what you want, but when the day comes, when there's issues, there'll be issues. And then you see like Moody's downgrading them, and it's like the word is out. Like, again, I said this yesterday. I always say this is what I love about the market. You cannot hide from these zeros and ones. Like, you can't hide from numbers, people. Your feelings can't mask them. Nothing can hide it. And Coinbase was one of those companies that were able to hide from it, like most companies in general can if they're private. But as soon as you go public, everybody in that pocket, like, hey, what's going on with the money? I thought you said $100 billion. you believe that? Hey, they laying staff off, and I mean, it sucks that that's happening. I'm not laughing at that part, but I mean, that was a crazy pivot. It had just happened quickly, but they're laying staff. Because I'm not laughing at that, but they're laying staff off at the time where they had $100 billion valuation. After we've already went through a pump. So it was perfect timing for them as far as going public. But those who are left holding the bag, which I mean, we know some people personally, it's kind of crazy to see that. But yeah, there's Moody said further downgrades could follow if Coinbase doesn't diversify from its current revenue model or if it's unable to turn a profit even in a prolonged bear market. This is coming from credit ratings agency Moody's, which downgraded the corporate family rating CFR and guaranteed senior unsecured notes of crypto exchange Coinbase, stating that both ratings have been placed under review for further downgrade. That's kind of crazy. They guaranteed senior unsecured notes of crypto. What does that mean? Your Bitcoin?
Like, not for Coinbase, because they don't barely have any, which is hilarious.
What else is going on in the story?
Oh man, so right here, the CFR, which is a rating assigned to that Moody does. If you don't know Moody, they basically track all of the Wall Street companies and they give them a score. Moody's, I don't really trust them that much because they gave everybody A+ and A++ ratings or whatever during the housing market crash. Come to find out, all that was kind of fake. They were getting paid off. But I do believe them when they talk about downgrades because they actually make more money as businesses are, more trustworthy. But they got downgraded from BA2 to BA3, which is considered below non-investment grade, which is basically telling investors not to invest in Coinbase. And then senior unsecured notes, that's the type of debt the company holds that's not backed by assets. And in the event of bankruptcy, they must be repaid before anything else. Downgraded from BA1 to BA2. Also in May, Coinbase's junk bonds tanked in response to an underwhelming first quarter. And since the report, the bonds have continued to fall another 9%. So it's not looking good over there. We tried to tell you that early evaluation was some bullshit. That was nothing but hot air, people. They were pumping it up. They got the investors paid. I don't think they give a damn now, outside of the fact that they want to attract more customers and keep the basic home base for most people who do come on. So this is very enlightening because Moody's doesn't just downgrade you for no reason. They definitely do their homework. And they also highlighted its revenue models tied to trading volumes, transaction activity per user, and overall crypto asset prices, which if part of your downgrade is a part of the crypto asset market falling, then you're going to have a downgrade every bear market. So I don't even know how Coinbase is going, like I said, the crypto bank that they're trying to form, I don't know how they're going to reconcile that. I don't know what great ideas somebody may come up with, but the person who had a great idea, they probably got fired with all the other 18%. So Coinbase, they got to get it together at this point. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Don't really want to cheer on people's downfall, but I mean, we've been telling you about Coinbase for 4 years now, people. So hopefully you
it's crazy. I mean, they built something great. I mean, I'm with his partner. I'm glad he saw it through, but it might be time to exit Coinbase. Pass the bag. But I'm sure he has all that stuff built to his contract. I mean, again, I think the friction from the Coinbases of the world is the combination of again, the way the business is really, I mean, that's all the crypto too, the way every business gets ran. But you know, Coinbase, there's obvious holes in their defense and offense that everybody's pointing out they don't like, most notably, of course, customer service, wherever that goes across the entire industry. But yeah, I mean, there's obvious things that are wrong with Coinbase that make it not to play. And then also you add in the friction of cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin was meant to be peer-to-peer, once again, not for exchange to begin with. And it's just one of those things where it's you know, could you put something in your skin and it work? Yes, but would you, and more than likely, get gangrene and have to cut off your arm or leg? Yes. So that's kind of how I feel like when it comes to exchanges in general. It's like, all right, you're making them work, but it's only so long before like their inherent weaknesses start to show, and then they're going to have an issue. So I don't know. Interesting. Solana smartphone saga triggers mixed reactions from crypto community. This one was a curveball to me. I didn't even realize Solana was coming out with a smartphone. I mean, how big is that bankroll to compete with Apple, specifically in the smartphone? Like, my thing is, if you're going to go toe to toe Apple, I wouldn't even call it a smartphone. I would call the whole new branding on this thing. Like
this dumb phones for Web3 developers.
Yeah, this is a Web3 a physical Web3 application that also allows you to make calls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with being a phone. You're allowed to do calls on it. But yeah, what's going on with the Solana smartphone saga here?
Oh yeah, you talk about some random news. Nobody really saw this coming, but the Solana team has brought mobile phones to Web3 after revealing Saga, which is Solana's Android mobile device that will go out with the project's latest stack for Web3 developers, the Solana mobile stack. The community welcomed the new development with various reactions, from comparing the project to Apple and Ethereum to bringing up concerns over Solana's network outages, which is exactly where I would start the argument. I would say, hey, you want me to use a phone that is basically built on Solana's blockchain, or if it uses Solana's stack. I'm not sure how the phone actually operates completely because we haven't had it out yet. Maybe we should be on it. But you got to be outside your mind if you think I'm going to use any product on Solana and it's had 8 outages in the last year. I'm good right now until they fix that. However, here we did have some tweets, some beautiful Twitter fingers here from Nathan.eth. He says, ideally, ETH devs culture wakes up and optimizes for everyday people, being able to interface with decentralized protocols directly, relatively easily, which we all want. He goes on further to say, but what matters is what the everyday user gravitates to. The Solana crowd is much more in touch with reality, especially when it comes to product development. Is it very decentralized? No. Is it ethically funded, monetized? Probably not, which means no. But could your grandma use this? Yes. And he does have a point. There's a lot of shitty products that is easy to use, and people will use them if they feel like the marketing is there, or if there's a way for them to sort of interact with new Web3 technology, which is a huge buzzword. So even if your grandma doesn't really understand, as long as it works for her, then it's fine. So we'll see how it shakes out, but this is sort of random news. Anybody that's supporting Solana right now, if you're deep in the Solana game or deep into the phone game, let us know if you're getting one of these phones. That would be dope. I might look into getting one just to do a review on it.
Right, that'd be pretty cool. Solana. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. We'll see. We'll definitely see if they can add in what we think the functions of Web3 will be with crypto, of course, and a phone. All we need is a fork to pop out.
Oh yeah. And before we move forward, real quick, I do want to throw in the hate from Charles Hoskinson. He took a dig at Solana's newest move.
He did
My man
what?
said at the end of the article, he said, according to Hoskinson, people will need to find 7 of their friends in Discord to reboot the mobile phone, implying that the phone may suffer performance issues similar to the Solana blockchain. Nothing like some good old hate.
Why Hoskinson is hating? That's some real hate because he should not be saying anything here. I'm about to put a link in the chat. Again, it's Fuck Bitcoin Friday. Feel free to call in. We got something wrong. You have some smoke, anything. Feel free to call in. That has been pinned as well. Also want to give a shout out to Stack. If you missed their show on Ethereum yesterday, make sure you catch it. They also have one coming out today on Bitcoin. Catch that. And I saw in the comments you are mentioning Polygon. Is it taking over and all that good stuff? Don't forget, we have All About Polygon with Marlon on Sundays at 3 p.m. And today at 10 a.m., we'll be having Mike back for a Polkadot party where he'll be going more in detail about some of the projects on Polkadot. So again, make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. You're listening to the podcast. A ton of videos on different projects and protocols if you're interested in what they're doing. Let's see. Todd says, shout out to Pookie and Ray Ray, the two most hated brothers, the two most hate on brothers in the community. That actually is true. They get hated on a lot for no reason. That's funny. Y'all hilarious.
No reason.
Well, I won't say no reason, maybe.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
There we go. All right, there we go. Bring out the bubble gum. So yeah, the link to the chat is in. The link to the call-in is in the chat. So feel free to do that. And while we do that, let's talk about the haters ball this year. Hoskinson pitches software-enabled crypto self-regulation to Congress. That's right. Hoskinson feels regulations for the crypto industry should be defined better, but that compliance should come from the industry itself, not from regulatory authorities. Now, I am with them on that. It's this whole pitch that he kind of threw me off on. Now, Cardano co-founder Charles Hoskinson has told Congress it should make regulations for crypto believe compliance up to the software developers. That makes no sense, really. I get kind of what he's saying, but he's saying you all can tell us what to do and we'll do it. Like, we'll code it out. Hoskinson likened the ideal arrangement for crypto regulation to the way banking self-regulation works. Banking really doesn't have self-regulation, in my opinion, but during a Thursday congressional hearing, telling legislators is not the SEC or the CFTC going out there doing KYC AML as banks. It's a public-private partnership, which needs to be done is establish those boundaries. Then what we can do as innovators is write software to make that happen. So yes, he actually does want to make that happen. So essentially, he was in Congress saying, hey, I know you heard I'm working on this big project, but I got another big project. What's going on with Charles Hoskinson and this plan for this self-regulatory codified body?
Yeah, so he said here, Hoskinson replied that the ability of cryptocurrencies to store and transfer data meant they could carry out much of this regulatory work automatically. He also used it as justification for allowing the crypto industry to create self-regulating organizations, or SROs, which we've discussed before, to guide regulatory compliance like the private banking industry does. Hoskinson also suggested that we should create a self-certification system that could automatically monitor compliance until an anomaly is encountered, at which point a financial authority will review it. So even though we have ragged on Hoskinson for trying to be disingenuous and help out little African babies with big bellies with his Cardano project and nothing much, this is actually a good idea to the extent of somebody who wants regulation. So if you want regulation, at the very least, you have to admit, hey, we do need to be able to self-regulate first, and then you may be able to step in at some point, depending on whatever parameters. That's for people who want complete regulation. So that does sound good there. But overall, again, you can't let the fox in the hen house and then expect him to only eat one. He's going to eat everything. And that's my only problem, is that people are very open to opening Pandora's box and thinking they can just close it when they feel like it. No, sir, my boy. Once you do it, they're going to say, oh, this is the sandbox with all the companies that are working without compliance. So let's just go ahead and dig through y'all's records and try and figure out which ones we can catch or which ones we can make pay us. You're just opening yourself up to it. It's a big honeypot. So that's why I disagree with them there. Also, as Charles Hoskinson, like you said, One idea doesn't work, just try another one. Why not? Game of whack-a-mole. They can't stop you, brother. So keep on going. I know you got some supporters out there. Shout out John Bland. I know all the Cardano boys.
I mean, just from a regulatory and tax point of view, people, cannabis in California is taxed at like something, let's say like 31 to 34%. So literally 1 in every 3 of your pennies the government gets to keep. That is ridiculous. You think crypto is going to have a lower tax rate than cannabis? You better wake up. Like like you say, you open the Pandora's box. Next thing you know, we'll be getting taxed at 70 to 80%. And this would the overwhelming majority would do because they're so used to taking in all other parts of their life. This would be nothing new to them.
Oodly, 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 noodly, doodly, 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 loony, oodly, doodler, and maple oodly.
And then there'll be a few of us that are like,
fight.
But all in all, we know how this thing will end. It will be a 70-80% type of tax. So again, slow down with this regulatory talk. Hey, Jeff, we have Jeff here with us. What's going on, Jeff? You can unmute yourself and let us know what's going on. And if you have a video, feel free to turn that on as well. What's going on, Jeff?
Forgive me, you guys. I appreciate you having me on. I rarely get a chance to see you guys live, but I got a big smile on my face because I love how you two just kind of feed off of each other, and those sound effects make me laugh too. Anyway, this is me. I saw you. Is it Bitcoin Zay?
Yep, that's me. Yep.
Yeah, I saw you. I think with your child on your lap. I got 3 teenage kids, so anyway, I think you guys are doing a great job. So hello from Canada, but there's a lot we can talk about, and certainly the Congressional. I agree, man. My spidey senses are on high alert. So keep up the good work. I'm proud of what you're doing. I think you're spreading a really good message, and if we can get this, if we can get money fixed and people educated, it's going to really have a great impact for humanity. So keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to meeting with you and talking a little bit more with you as much as you see fit. But continued success in all you do.
Hey, much appreciated, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one.
Hell, Canada, my man.
Cheers
Jeff.
in Canada. Yes, I say cheers to Canada. Cheers to Canada for sure. And shout out to Manu, one of our own in-house warriors, of course. He is from Toronto as well, so he's holding it down in Canada. Hopefully we start doing some more Canadian type content also. We need to do more regional content, folks. So if you're in a different region that you want to talk about, let us know. We'll more than welcome to have you create. Shout out to Jeff. Thanks again for calling in, Jeff. All right, speaking of which, he kind of brought it up. U.S. Congressional hearing on digital asset regulation focuses on disclosure. What's going on with this hearing right here?
Oh, yeah. So
this is,
it's an ongoing committee that we've discussed once before. An agricultural subcommittee heard a CFT official, a law professor, chain analysis co-founder, and Charles Hoskinson air their views on regulation and adjacent topics.
Real quick. Sounds like a bar joke. But go ahead.
Charles Hoskinson, a chain analysis co-founder, a law professor, a CFTC official, walking the bar. What happens? So we've already discussed what Hoskinson was discussing. He was talking about basically SROs, self-regulation. Disclosure, as they say here, was an important theme at the U.S. House of Reps hearing on digital asset regulation Thursday. Although the chair of the, listen to this name, House Agricultural Committee Subcommittee on Commodity Exchanges, Energy, and Credit.
Feel important yet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you add some more names to it? You don't sound important enough. Sean Maloney, you specified that it will focus on gaps in the oversight and regulation of derivatives and underlying spot markets. The Agricultural Committee oversees the CFTC, which regulates financial markets along with the SEC. People, if these names alone don't let you realize the government is way too large and way too bloated, way too many divisions. And I know government employees, them niggas lazy as hell, eating sandwiches, laughing, and doing regular work. They ain't doing nothing special, most of them. They are some superstars.
But hey, a bunch of averages.
Bunch of average people working in government. There's some superstars, but they're near the top, trust me. But they had chain analysis co-founder Jonathan Levin. He was talking about unique insights into the market. Georgetown law professor Christopher Brummer pointed out disclosure law assumes issuers have access to information consumers don't have. But of course, blockchain is transparent but hard to understand. And then Hoskinson talk about, of course, what we said with KYC, AML, and regulation. So they all came with their different viewpoints at Congress to speak with them. I'm not completely against speaking to Congress, but I do think you're talking to a brick wall. I believe that most of them that come there with good intentions to get their words out doesn't mean much because they have an actual strategy for what they want to do is to make money. And if you're stepping in the way of that, nothing you're saying matters. It doesn't matter what you're talking about if they can't make more money from it. And of course, you have to bend thy knee if they do step in. So take your pick there. But that was what that congressional hearing was about. It also was a hearing with Jerome Powell that people are talking about, which is totally different. He mentioned one of the senators mentioned crypto, and then Jerome Powell mentioned CBDCs, but it was very quick. They were talking more about the overall economy. So this congressional hearing was, in my opinion, a big nothing burger, much like the other CFT and SEC congressional hearings. Niggas just talk too much, bro. Like, what y'all talking about?
Trek with 2K is going on said, you changed your name, PFC Wells? Charles and Professor were the only ones who addressed the technical side of crypto. The CFTC do only focus on the use case. He used a lot of doublespeak to say they need to centralize control. And of course, check out Trek on Mondays at 5 a.m. PST, where he goes into detail about, of course, everything that happened in crypto over the weekend and a lot of international events and government type events. So he definitely goes in detail on that. So check him out. Coop D'Ville said Hoskinson does have some pull in the governments. I mean, ask how too, though, kind of like Ethereum.
Yeah.
You know, it's not Cardano.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, and again, it's also like you said, Coop said he was at one of the recent government blockchain association conferences I attended. If I go to 30 or 40 conferences a year, I'm gonna have to pull every this is part of the game. This is where we talk about the circle jerk right there. Like, instead, it's like, why is he everywhere instead of building? That why take your ass back in the lab. That's where I want to see him at. I want to see him on a Zoom 24/7 behind live stream because he's not leaving. He's shackled down and getting work done. All right, like why are you everywhere? Why are you traveling so much? No. Fuck Bitcoin Fridays and fuck Cardano until they figure it out.
That's right. Also, I just saw who's that? Satoshi Slim just said they just overturned Roe v. Wade. Oh yeah.
Listen, I saw it. I wasn't going to mention it.
I just wanted to announce my new line of crypto condoms coming out soon. They'll be coming. Also, I'm investing in a lot of condom stocks. You can complain about the law if you want, or you can capitalize off of it.
Is that true? Wait, is this a true story?
It got overturned 24 minutes ago. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade.
No, I don't even believe that.
Hey man, like I said, they think Supreme Court. They always say Supreme Court just sitting there, they're not doing nothing. Hey, I didn't talk too much.
That caught me off guard. That one, I had to be honest. That caught me. I always say follow the money, but this one caught me off guard. The South shall rise again. I'm getting them vibes. I was like, I don't know what's happening. Seriously, this is nothing. I would say it's nothing to joke about, but I just did. It's nothing to joke about, but it's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know. I always say, if you want listen, you know, I've been telling people now, if you want my opinion on anything, write it in the ballot box. Write me in, and I'll have to give it to you. You know, I'll do it official. Other than that, crypto business. And Coop D'Ville, what's the word? It's Coop D'Ville. Come on. Oh, my man, listen, he got. Oh.
Hey, it's all good. I don't know, man. What's up, fellas, man?
Yo, what's good? What's good, brother?
Right. I am going to cry. The way you just be coming on, man. Like, it's definitely an intro. How you doing today? What do you got for us?
Hey, so top of the morning. Hey, fuck with the, what was it? Fuck Fridays or something? What'd you call it today?
Fuck Bitcoin Fridays.
Fuck Bitcoin Fridays. Well, I mean, I'm fucking with Bitcoin today. Fucking with Matic. I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. It's a lot going on my end. Man, that NFT NYC thing. I mean, let's talk about that for a quick second, fellas. I mean, what's your opinion on what popped off up there, yo?
On the, I didn't go.
Yeah, go ahead, Bitcoin Zay. I said you
I
close
didn't
to
go,
it.
But I had a lot of friends from the conference in Austin that went, and this is what I saw. I saw videos of 22-year-olds giving inspirational speeches about how their NFT project was going to take over the world. I saw a bunch of drug-laden party scenes of people from all around the world. I heard Solana's phone wasn't working for hours at the actual demonstration. I heard there were 2 project founders that got into a fight, but that was like an off-site thing. This is what I'm hearing from people that are there. So I don't know about everybody, experience, but this is what I'm hearing there. And on top of that, I'm hearing that regular New Yorkers are laughing at people at the conference because of the price of the crypto market. So it is what it is. It's some negative, some positive. Some people are having a great time. Some people, whatever. It is what it is. But that's all I've heard so far. What have you? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So now a lot of my friends was up there. Shout out to Trek. I seen Trek was up there. Mike Abraha was up there. Shout out to you, bro. Jasmine, what's up? Sahar Sound, she was up there. Kim Bozak. I mean, a lot of people that I know in the real world was up there. It was long ass lines, you know what I mean? That's what everybody was complaining about, them long ass lines. And it was an echo chamber, right? Pretty much. I mean, if y'all agree, it was an echo chamber. I heard the 8 Fest, it was a lot of good and bad with that, you know what I mean? But, we got this whole shit with they trying to say the Nazis in the Bored Ape or whatever. I don't believe in none of that for real. That's my opinion for real. I looked at it. I did the mathematics on that. That's just some hey say, she say. But yeah, man. NFT NYC was dope. I wish I could have made it. I'm ready for the Black Blockchain Summit. Y'all gonna be there this year in September?
September 23rd. Yeah, I'll be there.
Bet.
I say Bitcoin Zay gonna be holding it down for us.
Hey, Bless, you coming too or nah, yo?
I always say I'll go to where I'm. Listen, I've never been invited, so I ain't never been. So that's as simple as it is for me. No, I go. Listen, I go to where I'm invited. I haven't been invited, so I ain't never been. It's been that simple. I go where I'm invited. That's
Man, just pull up, bro. It's a lot of dope people there, man. I mean, coming every year, man. Pull up.
I got too many places to pull up to, but I go where I'm invited, like I said. But that's what's up. y'all tear it up. Bitcoin Zay be representing.
But yeah, that's about it, man. I'm working on my NFT album, man. If anybody in the room is working on like NFT music projects, hit me up, man. I'm reaching out to some dope digital artists and animators. I got all the music done for my album. This is my first album as a rapper, Coop D'Ville. I'm putting it behind my business. So I got a whole thing. I'm copying off all the shit that's working. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the roadmaps. Boom, 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 bada bang. I'm gonna make it pop off, man. Holla at me, man.
There it is.
Trying to do some weed in the NFTs too, for real, but I gotta figure out the rules on all of that. So,
well, I will say the good thing about like NFT, NYC, and all these other NFT events and just crypto events in general, at least it helps build a community. Everybody gets to find these like-minded individuals, and then, like you said, you can kind of find the best out of everything and create the next big project for it. So, yeah, shout out to that. Reggie Middleton, shout out to Reggie Middleton. Reggie's in the chat as well. Make sure you check out Reggie. He was dropping gems Wednesday, 10 a.m. PST, of course, on our channel. Make sure you are checking him out. Hey, appreciate the call in again. Coop D'Ville. Take care, Ryan.
Appreciate y'all, man. Reggie, what's up, dog? Peace, man.
Yo, what up, Reggie?
Here we go.
Hey, yo, Loco TX said that NFT NYC or NFT is the Uber woke of crypto. They perverted the spirit of BTC crypto. And I tend to agree with that because when you're in those groups, I do see a lot of white people with toboggans. I see a lot of Crocs, a lot of Ukraine flags, or big U flags, I should say. A lot of ideology being thrown around and not much talking about the technology. And I'm like, can we get to the point of the project? So I tend to agree with that. But if we're going to have everybody, all the mainstream, you need everybody. No matter what they believe. I don't care. I don't even listen to people. It don't even go in the first year and come out it don't even go in. Just block it. And I'm like, all right, so what are we working on? And build from there.
Let's see what else we have going on. Reggie Middleton said there are 3 major patent holders that are bringing suits starting next month. Oh, big news. And so next up, all exchanges margins drop as competition and regulations increase and the IP bubble pop. Now that I also agree with, and Reggie did talk about that, the difference between liquidity and insolvency. Again, if you missed that conversation, you want to check that out. It's hosted by Marlon Maley, who also does the All About Polygon show on Sundays. Reggie in his show, The Father of DeFi, premieres on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. But recently he discussed liquidity and insolvency. But he also mentioned essentially as competition heats up, exchange, the market gets bad, you'll see the margins drop for exchanges. You'll be less competition. I think we're already seeing that, Reggie, too. I just saw, I can't remember which was it Binance or something came back out and basically said they're back to no fee trading or something again. So it's already starting on a few exchanges, but for sure, we'll see that to help increase volume on these different things. Bitcoin Zay, what else you have? I don't. If anybody else wants to call in, feel free to do it now. If not, about to pull off. What you got, Bitcoin Zay?
So first thing, if Reggie helps bring down Coinbase, boy, I can't wait. Just watch it burn down. I'm gonna be like the Joker, sitting there laughing. But yeah, shout out to Reggie. Next week, Thursday, on the Discord, if you are signed up, I will start the AMAs Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That is when we will start the AMAs. It'll be 30 minutes to an hour, only exclusively for all of our members in the Discord. So if you're joining on YouTube, make sure you join the Discord as well. Shout out to everybody that's in there having those conversations back and forth. A lot of good information. This is the smartest community in the crypto YouTube space. I promise you, I've seen most of them. It's a bunch of idiots, but we actually have one of the smartest communities. And of course, me and King, we pop in and out of there all day. So my official AMA, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, starting next Thursday. So get ready for that. We'll have another announcement next week as well to remind you.
All right. We just got a call in just now. What is going on? 669875. What's the word? You can unmute and throw on your video too. What's the word? Who we have here?
Hey, this is Les, man. How y'all doing, brothers? How y'all doing?
Hey, Les, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
How everybody get these? Wait, these backgrounds are popular real quick. I gotta get me one of these. I didn't know this is happening right now. What's the word though? What you got for us? What you got for us?
Hey, everything good, man. Just want, I try my best, man, every day to listen to you guys, man. You guys definitely keep me grounded, man, in this market space. This is just I guess probably about a year and a half that I've been involved, and just with you guys just staying true to this, to this information, man, true to us, just keeping it real with us, man. Sometimes you guys be sharing stuff, man, and I be thinking that the government might be hearing you guys, man, because it seems like they try to put it into practice, man. But nevertheless, man, you guys are, working on all cylinders, man. But I just wanted to call. I don't have no smoke, man. But in this uncertainty, man, you guys got me like rooted and grounded, man. I ain't even thinking about doing anything but staying focused on, on Bitcoin. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to say is, to Zay and by and large, King.
Oh yeah.
No. But that's your favorite quotes, right? But I did have a question. Now, understanding that perhaps these regulations are going to be coming into play, right? How can we get ahead, of this? Because it seems like once it comes into play, there's going to be a lot of stipulations, a lot of things in place where we won't be able to do a lot of things. So how can we get ahead of that? You follow what I'm saying? How can we really take advantage of this now before this come into play?
So let me jump on that first, Bitcoin Zay. So from a financial point of view, and this is where like a lot of like YouTubers in this space get most of their views. They're always like literally just talking money. And it's like, we could do that, but really it's like, if you don't know what you're doing or talking about, you're going to lose your shirt, which is what most of these people do at some point. That look like whole Celsius has wiped out a whole ton of people, which is like not a funny thing or whatever, but it's just like a fact. You got to laugh at it. Don't worry, people. We've all been wiped by something out there. You're not alone. We've all been hit. But it's the answer. I think the first thing is just from a financial point of view. Okay. One of the reasons why I was like, when Trump was in office, from a small business perspective, and even from a crypto perspective, I'm like, he wasn't paying attention to the market. So I was just like, as far as what we're doing in our business, cool, like whatever. I'm not even looking at that person as a human. That administration was good for the job. Whereas this administration was like, hey, anything $600 on PayPal, Venmo, anything over 600, we need receipts. And it's just like, it's not just us. I mean, businesses everywhere. And to keep it real too, some of those platforms, a couple I didn't name, but the Venmos, PayPal, Stripes, all those platforms, they're not even playing by the rules of this administration yet. Some of them are skirting that gray line. But my point is, before regulation really comes down, is written out in stone, and this is what we're doing, this is your chance to make as much money, or position yourself to make as much money as you can. And when I say money, that could be whether it's in Bitcoin or fiat, whatever your goal is in this market. My thing is, before regulations are set in stone, this is your chance to run wild and free and do as much. So if you're a builder or you're a developer, that'll be my second thing. If you're actually trying to build something and stick around, this is the best time to build on things, to get this open source information before you do start seeing all these licenses popping up, all these like patents popping up, the ownership, you know, if Craig writes Satoshi in some jurisdictions, before all of this stuff happens and it's set in stone, where it's like, no, you can't use that, you can't do that. This is your chance to run and go forward. I would say the only thing I would like have the hindsight is 2020 on is that there are moments where Zay and I could have been like, you know, F the law, like we're going to do it this way and just, you know, whatever, and go with the consequences. We felt the consequences for us would be too severe. So looking at some other people like Charlie Shroom went to prison at the age of 23 from the US. So at the time it was like, well, they're clearly not playing the game. But fast forward, now that it seems like almost quote unquote everybody's doing it, we're starting to see more companies literally just paying fines for some of the same things we were considering doing, as far as, well, do you take this bet and open up this type of business when they say this new license you need to have or whatever. So it's just some of those things where I think before regulations are set in stone, this is the best time to make as much as you can, to position yourself to make as much as you can, or to position yourself to take over a sector of the industry so that the competition isn't as high in the next 3 to 5 to 7 years once regulations are there. What you got, Bitcoin, Zay?
I would say the main thing is, first, buy as much KYC free Bitcoin as you can. And I'm about to post a website here where there's over 10 exchanges where you can get KYC free Bitcoin. It's a little bit of a nugget I'm exposing from the second book, but yeah, it's called KYC.me. So you have BISC, which we've discussed, but you have other ones. Get as much KYC free Bitcoin as you can. Make sure, even from a human standpoint, the regulations that are coming for our market is coming for every market, because they're going to try and clamp down. So you do want to live in reality. Get some guns, get some bullets, get some food, start storing up. I'm thinking of investing in another farm. Literally, food shortage. Like, I mean, as much as we talk about Bitcoin crypto, you still got to live to see the other side of it, right? So definitely do that. And then I would say, as far as the crypto market specifically, you definitely want to make sure your wallets, your hardware, your exchange, everything, passwords written down, everything backed up, and backed up again if you need to, because some people, they just, oh, I got an exchange, I know my password, I'm good. If you try to log in, they say, oh, no bueno, no keys, no cheese, there's nothing you can do. Look at the terms of service. Your money is their collateral. So make sure you move as much off as you possibly can without, you know, messing up your trading plan. So definitely do those 3 steps, and I think you should be good. These people, they have their things they want to do, but you can always fight back. That's the one thing we have. You can always fight back.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man, and certainly keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know, kudos to you both, man.
Much appreciate you. What can we call you? What can we call you? Because the numbers at the bottom right now.
Oh yeah, you just call me Les, man. Yeah,
Les. There we go. Much appreciate, Les.
Always say New Jersey's in the house.
Hey, there we go. New Jersey's. There we go. Les Square.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Yeah. See, boom. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. You had the hard hat on last time, so.
Right. I'm in the parking lot of that JOB right now. Just so broke, but anyway.
Hey, way to represent. Much appreciate. Hey, take care, Les.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Appreciate y'all, man.
Cheers.
Cheers,
all right.
All right. I think you said your last announcement. You good to go, Bitcoin Zay?
Yeah, all set. That's all for me. Next Thursday, AMA, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
More to come on that. Oh, I can't even talk right now. I need that water in me. More to come on that. More to come on that. But other than that, as always, make sure you smash that like and share. Thanks for watching. Keep those notifications on. Again, we're going to have a polka dot party here at 10 a.m. The NFT Critically Crypto show by NFT Crypto Bay J and Kaylee has been moved till tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. We'll release that on YouTube and on Twitter as well. And of course, an assortment of other cool shows this weekend. Smash a like and share, and we will see you all some more news next week on Tuesday, because we're taking Monday off actually to stretch until this 1,000th episode, as we mentioned. So we'll see you all on Tuesday. Until then, enjoy some of those new shows.